Hey everyone, we're back, and this time I have my special friend here,
Timeless Shan.
Yeah, so we're so excited to have her. This is like my sister. We
Thank
met
you.
at work,
Exactly.
and now we're like the closest ever.
We ain't gonna say where we worked at.
Right. We're gonna say we're gonna give y'all some hints, but we can't say exactly where.
Exactly.
So like we said, we're here to talk about day-to-day life situations, topics about
like as being a mom, as being a wife, girlfriend. We gotta get into that, girl, because y'all need to understand what you need to be doing and not to be doing.
Right, and she's a little bit more seasoned than us, so she'll be able to tell.
Vintage, girl, vintage.
Right. I don't know about all that. You're not vintage, but she's seasoned, so she has all the do's and don't do's, right?
Exactly.
And I've been through a whole lot of stuff too, so I can also give advice. But most important, we want advice from you guys as well. That's why we're here. So we want it to be like a open conversation
that anybody can actually like give advice, as also just let us know what you've been through as well.
Right.
As a woman of a certain age, as a younger woman, and bringing up this conversations that we have young girls and women in their 30s and 40s that think that they should be treating the boyfriend like their husband, but they're treating you just like every now and then step in and step out.
Absolutely. Like you're the Monday girl, then they got the Tuesday girl, the Wednesday girl, the Thursday girl, etc., etc.
But they do expect you to do all wifely duties. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So why buy the cow when you can have the milk for free?
Exactly. Right? So girls, we're going to put you on to let you know things that you should and should not do. Because you know what? You have to realize that you are worth it and you're a value. You know, you're valuable. Mm-hmm. And sometimes you can't just give your all to just one man that's not putting you on top and putting you first.
Right.
Is that right, sis?
Absolutely. Mm-hmm. Absolutely. So what we're going to talk about today is what we just touched on is, how do you feel about a woman treating a man like a husband, as far as like cooking for him, going over to his house and cleaning for him and going grocery shopping, doing laundry and all that wifely duties when they're not married and they do not have a ring on the finger?
Okay.
On their finger.
Do
you agree with it, or do you?
I don't agree with it. Okay. I don't agree with it. I've been there. I did that. I cooked, clean, did it all. And at the end of the day, I really thought that we was going to be husband and wife, but he wasn't thinking that way. I was just the person that he was staying with until he felt he met the right person.
Right.
So I've been in that situation, and it's not a good place to be. I cook, clean, help pay bills. You're paying bills and working as a team, not knowing that this person right here is not a team player.
Right. Okay. So I'm double-sided. Like, I feel like if the man is gonna act like a husband, if he's paying your bills, he's coming over to cut your grass, coming over and hang stuff up on the wall, you want to play wife with him, then that's fine, because you're getting it from both ends.
Yeah.
But if you're the only one that's giving out, like you said, I don't agree with it, because I feel like you're telling him, you don't need to wife me up. What you're getting, everything that you're gonna get is, from me as a wife already.
Exactly.
So you don't need to wife me up. You're already getting it. So it doesn't get any better than this. The only thing you're gonna get from me is somebody laying next to you every single night. That's all. Exactly. And most of these women are doing that now anyways. They're living with the man and everything.
Like almost like women of a certain seasoned age, sometimes we as women feel that this is the best I can get.
Right.
So then I'm going to deal with what I have and just hold on to it. Mm-hmm. But then a man doesn't look at it in that aspect. They always look that they can get something better than you.
Yep.
And
they're always fishing.
Mm-hmm. Always fishing.
They could get the biggest fish in the sea, but they still going to be fishing. They're never satisfied.
Mm-hmm. They're never satisfied at all. I mean, that's why I now, if I were to start dating, that I'm not going to put all my eggs into one basket anymore. I'm going to date. I'm going to see what's out there, and I'm not going to put all my everything into one man anymore.
That's a whole nother topic, but I say that all the time. I'm raising 2 girls, And I'm like, I'm not gonna teach him out here to be running the streets, but at the same time, you're not gonna put your all, like you say, all your eggs in one basket and sit here and give this man everything, all of you, and then just to get hurt. Not saying that it's every man, but you have to be cautious.
You really do have to be cautious.
You have to be cautious. Mm-hmm. You do. And just like they are ready to move on whenever something happens.
Oh my God! Like,
why should we be the ones hurt all the time?
Exactly.
You know?
A man would move on without even telling you they left. Are they ready to close their heart off to you?
They move on while they're in a relationship.
Exactly.
They don't even have to necessarily leave the relationship to move on like we do. We as women, we leave the relationship to move on. They stay with us and they done moved on.
But let me give you something that happened to me. I was dating this guy. Thought I was so in love.
Yeah.
And we was paying the bills together. We bought a really nice, expensive car together that he thought that we needed to have. He put an engagement ring on it. But I'll tell you that story later, girl.
She got the best stories.
I know. So I really thought that this was the one. But he was very insecure, very jealous. And that right there, girls, you need to look at that as warning signs.
Absolutely. I used to think it was cute. No. If a man used to be like, oh, you ain't going nowhere, I don't want you going out with your girls and stuff like that, I used to be like, yo, he likes me so much that he don't even want no other man to look at me.
Girl.
Or if he like grabbed my phone and used to search through it, I used to be like, damn, he loves me so much. That's not cute.
Honey,
that ain't cute and it's not love.
Exactly. This same fella that I'm talking about, used to like wake up in the morning time out of the blue, waking up at 5 something because, we both getting up to go early to work. Mm-hmm. He's going to be like, look at me. Let me get your phone today. I'm like, why? He's like, why? You got a problem with it? I'm like, nah, take the phone. Mm-hmm. So he gives me his phone. I know he probably cleaned that shit.
Or it has another one.
Exactly. Aside,
gave you the clean phone.
Exactly. So, guys are very sneaky and just like for some women, they think that's like, oh, they love me. No. They want to make sure that you're not fucking around with somebody.
It's okay. Sometimes we gonna cuss y'all. We don't mean to. It just comes out. I mean, sorry, girls. This is for adults. It's not for children. By the way,
so. Sometimes they want to make sure that you're not out there with the next dude,
right?
Because
they're not getting what they getting.
Exactly. Mm-hmm. Exactly. Yeah. So yeah, this guy. I was feeling like her. Like I was thinking like, oh, he don't want me to know. You know how young girls think,
right?
No.
Shoot, even women think like that still.
Exactly.
It'd be like women in their 40s thinking that way. Oh, yeah. My man love me, girl.
Oh, yeah. What? I got the good pushing. No. No.
That's what they be saying, too.
No, girl. Yeah. I woke up 3 o'clock in the morning, and I'm like, well, how come this boy not in the bed? Mm. And then I go in the living room, he's on the phone. I'm like, who on the phone with? Snatch the phone. I go, hello? She goes, hello. Mm-mm. And I go, who's this? Oh, I'm his coworker.
She didn't even hang up the phone. She said hello.
Yes. She goes, I'm his coworker. And then she says, and I go, what? It's 3 something morning. She goes, yeah, we're talking about office work.
Okay.
3 o'clock in the morning?
Excuse my French.
And then I said to him, and I was like, okay then. I was like, continue your conversation. Mm. And then when he finally hung up, I said, you can pack your shit.
Period.
And get the fuck out.
And that's when you knew your self-worth.
I knew myself.
A lot of people don't know that.
I mean, it's like this. Yeah, that's when I realized that I was better than what I was thinking. At that time, I was heavy. Always had a pretty face. But I was heavy, and he would always make sure he let me know that I was heavy.
That's another thing. That's another sign. If a man is always like picking jabs or saying little stuff about your weight, the way you look, anything about you that's negative, he has to continuously bring it out and say it. Mm-hmm. That's a red flag.
So basically, like, I mean, and women, sometimes there's such a thing as in a man know how to hold you down by knocking at your imperfections, and then because
you feel like it brings you to the point where you feel like, damn, he's right. You look at yourself in that light.
Yeah. And almost
you feel like you can't get no better.
Exactly.
And that's what they try to do.
And almost feel like it makes you feel that you can't get nobody better than what you got now.
What you got, yeah.
So then I'm going to go ahead and settle. No.
Never settle.
No, don't settle. So yeah, I kicked his ass out.
That's what you gotta do, ladies. Don't stick around and say, "Oh, maybe they were talking about work." You gotta put two and two together. Like there's sometimes we see so many red flags, but we just pull the blinds over our eyes because we don't want to acknowledge it because we love the person so much, or we don't want to lose that person. So we just be like, "Okay, it wasn't what I thought. I'm tripping." Nah, if you gotta keep saying you tripping 10, 5. More than twice or more than once, fuck that, then you ain't tripping.
Yeah.
You shouldn't have to keep saying, I'm tripping. No. If you got to say it so many times you're not tripping, you're denying it.
Exactly.
That's not tripping.
Never, ever deny it. I mean, I know us women that because sometimes we want to be in a relationship, we want to have that. If you're going to a dinner or to a party, you want to have that plus one. Sometimes it's better to be just one,
right,
instead of plus.
And I'm not the most religious person in the world. I'm not gonna act like I am, but I always feel that you need to come to terms that all you need is yourself and God. You don't need nobody else. You don't need anybody. You may want somebody else, but you don't need nobody.
You're right.
And I tell my kids that all the time when they complain about, oh, kids don't want to play with me or I'm by myself and this. You're never by yourself, first of all. And you don't need nobody.
Take it to church, sis.
Yeah, you didn't come in this world with nobody. You're not leaving with nobody, like my mom always say. So we don't need anyone. It's a want, you know. And we have to be real about that. We don't need nobody.
You're right about that. I mean, the only thing I could say is that women value your self-worth, value who you are, and I mean, in everybody's life, God can bring you the right person, or sometimes, you have to wait until you meet that right person. And you have to, in all that time that you're waiting, learn to love yourself. Build your bag up.
Yes. If you don't love yourself, there's no way you could love anybody else 100%.
Exactly.
I believe that wholeheartedly. Like, there's no way you could love anybody else unless you love yourself 100%.
Exactly.
No way.
Yeah, and you know what? After that, it was 2016 when that happened to me. I learned to love myself now. I learned to value who I am, and if someone looks at me like if I'm not worth anything, I'm worth everything.
Right.
You know what? The thing about it, any guys that I'm interested in, I'm just gonna keep it real. They got to have a bag.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. And people say, that's a whole nother topic, but people will say that it's gold digging. It's not gold digging. It's knowing what you're worth. And people be like, oh, what do you bring to the table? It's okay to say that you want somebody to bring to the table exactly what you're bringing or more. Okay, so ain't nothing wrong with that. It's not a gold digger. It's what society makes us believe, that we're gold diggers if we want for ourselves. We're not supposed to want for ourselves as women. Once you want for yourselves, if you feel like you want somebody as equal as you or somebody that's bringing to the table, they say, oh, you're a gold digger. No, the fuck I'm not. I know what I want.
Let me interrupt you. The thing about it is that, okay, us as Black women, we work hard to where we want to be at.
Right.
Us as Black women, we got our table already set already. Right. We already got the bread, the butter, the meat, everything out on our table.
Right.
What can you add to that?
Exactly.
You understand what I'm saying? If I already got...
I've been in relationships where I took care of a man. I have. I've probably been in like 2 of them. Maybe there's people that's been in like millions of them. But I learned from it. I didn't just keep going into that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So sometimes, I'm not going to lie, there's times that people could be going through hard times in life that they need your help and stuff. If I'm with somebody and we've been together for a minute and when I met you, you were bringing to the table and then eventually you just was going through your little thing and then you need help, I'm all for it. Like, I don't have no issues with that. But I'm just saying that you need to understand that you need somebody as equal as you. You have to be equally yoked.
That's right. That's what my mother said. Equally yoked.
Right.
And if you're not equally yoked, you don't need to be with each other.
No.
You know what, guys? We're having such a great time with this conversation. We're going to have a lot more that's going to be taking place. Just wait till you see. my beautiful best friend,
and my gorgeous sister, my twin. They call us twins, by the way. We may not look alike, but we think alike. We move alike.
Yes, we're Virgos. Y'all know Virgo.
Yeah, we're both Virgos. So when we were at work, they used to call us twins. So we call each other twin. Like, hey, twin.
Hey, twin. Oh my God, this has been so much fun. Thank you for inviting me.
And I want you to do it with me every week. As I mentioned in the first video, that
I will be there.
She's gonna be with me every week. So we may be changing like our little titles and stuff like that. As far as our names, because we're still trying to get everything together.
Exactly. This is actually new to us. Sis actually invited me in, so I said yes, and you're gonna really love us because we have so much to talk about.
And we're gonna be doing things too. Like we're gonna be, because I'm gonna be going to school soon for eyelashes, so I'm gonna be doing that as well on this channel. She's gonna be doing my makeup sometime.
Exactly.
She's like a makeup girl. And we're going to be thrifting a lot. So we're going to not just be sitting in a living room or in the kitchen or whatever talking to you guys. We're going to be moving too, buying clothes, thrifting, and all that stuff.
Exactly.
So it's going to be a lot of fun. You guys need to subscribe so you can catch all our videos once we get them out every week.
Okay, girls and guys, subscribe and like our video.
Yes.
We love you guys.
Yes. And leave comments like how you feel about what we talked about, because y'all might say stuff that we like, damn, we didn't think about it that way. You know what I'm saying? So
please let us know what
we want y'all to engage. We want to engage.
Exactly.
All
exactly. Right. If you have any questions, leave it in the little what is it called? The area that they just text in or whatever.
Oh yeah. We don't know nothing what anything is called. We're lost. So just leave it in the little comment box. I guess that's what it's called, because my son be talking about that. Yeah, it's called the comment box, I believe. So leave it in.
So guys, we love you.
We love you. We'll see you guys soon. And subscribe.
And thumbs up.
Yeah, give us a thumbs up.
Exactly.